All right. Tumakititetinia kumaka. Ishintakakum ashitetakam. Ishiniki intakumatamaki takumatatieta. Ahanakakakumachekin tatakumata. Shakakumatakina makumpatiki anakuntatana. Shakakumateke tititiki antukumatatashe. Anakahatamanana tukumatakatenta tupapai. Hanakahanata ishintakakutakiki enteki antakumaishe. Ana ehetenta ahatina aumaisha. Ahaneta katinta kumaisha tamaisha. Anakamacha. Esheneke shemeke shemechi anagunta kreche. Kakamamashe. Anakatata tukata shentakamaka shetapaeche. Anakumasha. Anakumatamakati shinekiti antuma aita. Eshenekenta kakakukumatas. Eshenekekeki antakumate tanakumutete. Atamamaha. Okomahasha kakumachishakua. Ahanakakumakatatante. Ohainakahainekiyakama. Ahanakashitatatata. Eshanakukuhuantaishonkuntuacha. Kineteshianatuto tekiatuehe. Ishintakuntaisha tukiata. Etanakahaitetiasha. Ihiachakuhotentakuaha. So we let all this golden energy to fill up all our body, creating the awareness that we deserve everything. We deserve all the love that is. We deserve all the goodness in the universe. Ki hak ist urik akorint ikorat ak oekiak oiat ianak oriek iakornayet ir. Oikiori nikiakat orna aata. Echiak uonta iite tiak otiak akot ian. Iek ak oish ik at ok ak uti int ork ak ior a. Iik an a uish ik iotak akornak akor. These are times when we are bringing to earth more and more this same message that we've been for over a year bringing to you all. Is the message about preparing yourself to receive. The importance of allowing yourself to receive, starting from creating such awareness about deserving love. There is a very common tendency because of the programming that you've been receiving, not only in this timeline, by many others, where you've been programmed to believe that in order to receive, you have to make an effort or work for it. This is not the case at all. You all been deserving everything at all times. And it does depend on you to open yourselves and allow all this light to come in. Some of you might have blockages in a conscious level. Some other of you might not and have them in a subconscious level. If somehow you find that even trying to allow love and energy to come in, and still you don't feel the change, it will be important that you also look out for some support from some of your brothers and sisters who are here on earth, bringing much light to support each other. This is part of the same process of accepting love and help. As we've been saying in other group gatherings, it is as important to give as to receive. So do not feel shame if you find out that you need some support from some of your brothers and sisters. It's very likely that once that you receive that support and you find your centers and balance, that you will be doing the same for other brothers and sisters. It's all part of a perfect divine plan. So please stop offering resistance to what it is. Let go of the programming. Let yourselves be helped. Hukahaishi nakuote shum. Pakikanta kumte tishum. Tinta kumtika kumtika tukust eneako. Ohanako shanaka tinta kuka. Eshen shakunkutiki antuka bash inta kutata. Eshine kiki antukuntututututukote. Ahaene kakachume kachatutu tetaike. Shekinkaku chakwa. Chinkinta tukuma. Enekitia nakutata chakuta. Hamatia nakuote. Shekentaku tentikia tuata. Eshentaku otaine. Shishianaku otane kia tuota. The more you do this, the exchange of love and energy, the support to each other, the more you will be helping humanity for the ascension. Be aware of this. Let yourself be love and flow. Be blessed. Okay, so we continue letting all this love and energy to come in. It doesn't mean that because this transmission have ended, it doesn't mean that we should stop being aware that this circuitry of golden light is coming through us. Please keep that at all times, because that will be helping you to be, as we say in the beginning, in the most optimal state. All your gifts get activated that way when we come back to our center, when we are really connected to everything. I mean, we always are, but when we create awareness of it, it intensifies, and it allows us to be in much better states and much better levels of happiness, in positive ways, in all positive ways. So let's keep that circuitry as an awareness for all the time that this group lasts, and afterwards, when you come back to your routines. It's very important. We have also this common tendency to just forget that we are part of everything, just because we've been living a life thinking that we are separated from everything, and we are not. We are not. So the more awareness we create about being connected with everything, the better. Okay, I'm going to introduce a little bit myself. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. In 2019, November, I felt guided to create this space and this group for light languages. My light languages got activated 1 week later. I was already running this group with a lady from Arizona. And later on, Naida joined me. She started interpreting the light languages just few days after, not even 1 week, after my light languages got activated. And yeah, it took her like, how long, Naida, ¿cuánto tomó el que te animaras a entrar en el grupo?
La verdad es que
3 meses?
sí, más o menos. Un
Okay,
tiempo.
after
Sí.
3 months, I started getting messages that it will be great if you come and join us and help the group interpreting the light languages. And it took her like 3 months to prepare for that and to put the fears aside. And she did. And yeah, since then she been also supporting this group. So we call ourselves light languages ambassadors because that's our purpose, is to spread the love and the light languages around the world. These light languages are supporting humanity in waking up their gifts, humans' gifts, and yeah, that's our passion, that's our love. I use also the light languages in quantum hypnotherapy. And they are very, very effective. They are incredible when we mix the light languages, the channeling, and the hypnosis and the quantum hypnosis. It's an incredible cocktail of healing that is being quite successful for many brothers and sisters that I'm coming across with. I'm so happy and passionate to be doing this with humanity, and I got the feeling that I will continue doing this forever. Naida, she also does these portals like the one that she's got in her left. These portals, they have an effect on people when you look at them and meditate with them. She also brings messages with these portals, and I'm not even sure what this one means. She hasn't told me yet, But at some point of the session or the gathering, she will tell us all. She will go one by one asking what does it mean to you all. And yeah, it's gonna be like an interactive activity, which is a lot of fun. With me is also Wesley, and I'm gonna let Wesley to introduce himself a little bit.
Right, fire away, yeah?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I love connecting with this group, Ismael there and Nadia and the crew. Lovely, like very, very positive vibes. And everybody who comes to it, it's just like it's hopping off like a nice bass plate. For me, I suppose I started to activate, I'd say maybe 2011, 2010, 2011-ish. And I kind of went through different phases. And when I look back at it, I think it was Australia, maybe 2007. There was things happening then as well. But a lot of it was actually happening in different parts of the planet. And then 2011 to 2012, I just started to develop a kind of a deeper understanding of certain things that were happening. And I just started becoming more consciously aware of the tones and the transmissions in the words that we would speak. And when I kind of started working with the language, then it was understanding the energies that were being transmitted from it. And for me then, like I'm Irish, but I speak English, but it's kind of, we speak English, but I just had this conversation with someone earlier on, like one word, let's say grand, one word can mean a number of things, where it was something that I was always aware of it, but it became more consciously aware of people using words. And then going through timelines, I was like seeing words, timelines, and actually a lot of word wizardry. Actually, it's word wizardry because it's shaping and it's forming on a quantum level. And even though the transmissions just start running through. So like for me, it was actually, I feel that this language was the original language. So we could actually communicate with the trees. We could communicate with the stars. We could communicate with each other at a soul level. So and we could recognize our ancestors walking with us, but then there would be acknowledgement of the others' ancestors. So like and what I feel that what we are happening on the planet, we're waking up and we're starting to recognize that the other is a deeper part of ourselves. So and we're coming to this age now where we're realizing this information, because it's actually technology. Because it's a collaboration of information being transmitted into many planes of existences, and it's bringing into the unified field. And then it's been just distributed. That's what I feel. I might be totally bonkers, but I don't care. But that's what the information. That's what I get from the information, and we're at the age now of this information's been shared to others. And we're working with the wave bands. So we're all working with these dialing codes, and it's what I used to say actually to, like, as part of a spiritualist church. I used to do some healing in the spiritualist church, and I used to say, like, on the other levels, they're all just giving the high fives, like, yeah, they love it, because that's the plan. Like, this is the plan, and we're doing it. We're doing the best we can, I feel, and Yeah, I think I won't even go in anymore because it just keeps going and going and going. So thanks again, lads, and it's great that you're working with it and super stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's start with the some light languages blessings. Would you like to go first, Amy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just begin then. Ina oka emahataleko oranka ne atanirunka emalatie naharunka yesahe naranko ena italika enta nahara mola istati enke nirunko yesehe nahayete melaka narunka esta encha eta o enka ena na arimale eki esta nika into ora mahata na hayete niaka nirunka esta la korankasha jarami esta nirunkastana na alako ena mi asinia na rankaye na harime ati esho oranka lora nita imo onsa eka nito esta nahacha miarakieta ishana narunka estalaka nerankayeta nayetama nahayeko nihen sahara nirunka nusolota ima nitaye natayenaka niranka neyana na arunka eshinia shineyaha alakasieka naranka na otsana nirunkaye echa mea nahaya.
Thank you, Amy.
Welcome.
Wesley.
Soya tiwaka tua namabayata sawiyuwaka kiwa sawa hayoa sawa tana napasiya papana na shiba sanoeko tua tana nama ia tua kakua na ia asuata nua ia tua kana Suana mama, maiuaka, tiwaka nuata, sua iuaka, koiuaka, nua papa, sanua tiwa, hiuata, kiuaka na kuata na sawaiata, sabaia tuaka, kuatiata, nuatata, siuata, nabaia tuata, niuata na namaiata. Ka sua baya jiwata kiwatana niwa maya ta tuata ta sewa kata kiatana na iwata sawa ea aiwatana namaya tiwa suata kiwatana daya sawaya kiwaka kunakata ia sawata Nabaya tiwaka kuna ia hu sawata siwata tuwata tuwaya tuwata maya wata paiwata kuya tuwa suwa ia tuwa suka kiata Pasato sau ia tua ta tio ka na nua ta kiata na siata. Huio wa sa uea ta nua ta si uzaku ta na iata. Blessings. Suna ia tu akiata many tribes. Sio wa nio wa ka tio ta Hai wa tu wa ka kia satu wa tana. Nama ye baba. Batu wa ka ti wa ka nu wa sata. Thanks, lads. Siwata kuatana tiwata tuwa saha.
Beautiful. Beautiful. How are your light languages, Julie? You're muted.
Sorry, what did you say?
How are your light languages? Are they flowing? Are
Not
they
yet.
activated?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Okay.
I've been really trying. I've been doing meditations and trying, but it's not happened yet.
Amy, what would you say to her about trying?
Yeah, like Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, but I'm kind of joking. It just happens. It just literally happens. The more you try, though, that's kind of like a block. It's just about being really compassionate with yourself and really gentle with yourself. And you know, it just happened for me. Like the way it happened for me was I listened to a medium that came around to my house like about 7 or 8 years ago, to mine and my ex-boyfriend's house, and she did like a clearing, and that activated it within me at that time, but I didn't know that had actually happened. And so like about 18 months ago or so now, maybe 2 years ago, I just started speaking it, and I just never tried. But I think how it was overcoming blocks to expression, because Ismael, I think as you know, like when we first met, I didn't never spoke it to you at all, like when we first started talking. And it had happened where I'd just do it every now and again, but it didn't flow in the way that it kind of did just now. That's something that it's like really, it's a process, and it's really gradual, and it builds and builds. And for me, I don't know, the probably like best advice that I could give you is just have compassion for yourself. And like when it doesn't happen, just be like, okay, you know, that's okay. It's divine order, and it will happen when it's in divine order, when it's time, you know. But yeah, I mean, it is about connection, and it's being really connected to your heart space. That's the most important thing, because when we're up here, that's when it's not flowing, and it comes from the heart. It's spoken through the heart to the heart, from soul to soul. So it's not when you're up here and you're like, I really want it, like I'm trying, why is it not happening? You know, because that's when it wasn't flowing for me. And like even now, sometimes, you know, there's like my ego self gets a little bit like nervous with it, even before coming to these groups and doing the transmissions and everything. But when that happens, I just recognize it really quickly. I have that awareness, and I move straight to my heart space. And then that's when it just comes, and I get all the visuals and everything else. So that's probably it, really. It's just being in the heart and having compassion for yourself, and just knowing that you have the desire to do it. And when you have the desire for something, the word desire means of God, so it's God's desire for you to do that. So you can trust that, yeah, and just trust the process. Like you will get there. You're already there. It's just the flow.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to be aware that sometimes it's not something depending on us in these aspects of light languages or in any of our gifts. Sometimes it's just not the timing or the right timing. Because in my case, in 2012, I already knew that I speak light languages. I knew they were there. I met this lady from Minnesota, and she was speaking to me Lyran light languages. And I could recognize them so clearly, and I knew I could speak them so much. My heart was beating like so fast every time I was listening to those light languages. And then I spent up until 2019 waiting for them to get activated, and I was really sort of upset with myself why they were not coming through, if I could feel them so powerful inside. And then once I asked, doing one of these hypnosis sessions, they just told me it's just not the time. I mean, why we are gonna provide that for you if you still got some other things to look at and process? So they thought that it was more important to go gradually through all the processes that I needed to go through for my mission or for my ministry, and then in divine timing they were going to come. So here we do the light languages activations, but that doesn't mean that they are going to happen tomorrow. They might happen, but they might not. So it's all in divine timing, and that's very important that we are aware of that, not only with light languages, but with everything in life. Everything is happening in divine timing. We just lose this patience so often, and we just want things now, like like if we were just expecting a toy or something from maybe Amazon. No, these things are not like that. They come when they are meant to come, and in the right time. Yeah. So don't get despair with this, with anything within spirituality, because everything comes, and if you feel it in your chest, in your heart, whatever is there, it will come, and it will become part of you, because it's already part of you. It's just like in a sleeping mode, just waiting to be activated. So who else in the group speak light languages? Sarah?
No, I
Sarah
don't speak.
Elliston. We got two Sarahs now. Sarah Artak.
Sorry.
It's okay, love. It's okay. Sarah Ellerson, do you speak light languages?
I don't speak light language, but I feel it in my heart. I can
You feel them
the,
in your heart. Okay.
I do. I feel like sometimes when I do speak that I get like a wind chimey feeling, and it comes out, and I can feel the energy spread throughout the room. I'm working.
They are there.
I'm not sure.
Like we say, they will come when they are meant to come. But we will do also an activation at some point. We are gonna start with activations for all the people who hasn't got the light languages activated. When we do this all together, we feel very powerful energies. So keep in mind this connection, this circuitry that we did from the very beginning, connecting the universe. I don't know if you were with us at that point of the gathering, but we did a meditation in the beginning, and we were connecting the universe, our body, to planet Earth all together, like a circuitry turning around of golden energy going through us. So try to get that and create awareness about this circuitry. When you inhale with deep breaths, inhale that golden energy, and when you exhale, send away any tension, any problem away, and keep that flowing. Whenever we do these activations, or whenever we start at some point, be receptive. Be like when you are going to receive a hug from somebody. Just open your arms and receive it, and let yourself receive that beauty and that love. Like we say, or like it was said during the channeling, we all deserve infinite love. And these are times also to become more and more aware of that. We all deserve everything. So I'm going to do another blessing. If some of you would like to do a blessing in English or in any other language, you are welcome. All right. So just let me know, and we will let you do that blessing. I'm going to go ahead with another one. Si urinna kakurniar urinia kakurna turkiut arnakuta itiakuta ekiornikia tikia rana otiakut narukutia tanutie itiakuntie tiatua kayo tayo tioruite Ikiti rokuiti kia tua tia tutikia ukur. Ishiakuta akur mak akurna nakur tiki ukutikia. So this blessing basically says that you are all children of God and that you shouldn't forget that child that you have within. And you should remember every day to find some time for yourself to have fun and joy and play, and let the time disappear doing something that you really like or excites you. This light language come from the elementals. The elementals usually bring this type of messages, which are about cheering up humanity and bringing life and joy to all of us. Yeah, so let's start with the intentions. Would you like to start with an intention, Ramsey? Or would you like me to come back to you?
Well, we can start with an intention. I would say compassion and understanding to the world.
Okay. So what we do every week here for the new ones is to ask each of the members or each of the people present here in the group for an intention. We share them like Ramsey just did, and then we send prayers and light languages. So those of you who don't speak light languages, just send love or like a prayer, like some sort of prayer for this intention that Ramsey mentioned. And those who speak light languages, that's what we do. We set our hearts on that intention as well, and then we let any light languages to come through. If there are any interpretation or visions or messages, we will share them with the group just after we finish with this transmission. All right, so unmute yourselves, those who speak light languages. If you want to also bring songs or chanting to the group in your own language, or even if it's a tone, whatever you want to bring, or if you want to play an instrument, a musical instrument, please unmute your microphone and bring the music as well, because music is part of this, a very much part of it. Everything is frequency, and music helps this frequency to vibrate a lot, as it is also the same. Right, so whenever you're ready, please go ahead. Ihatahuma haihishana
Ilokoranka. Miro kopi estiki.
Kamakatuma
Miro kota.
Katamai
Miro kopi.
Makatama Mahitamahu
Itoka.
Pasayata, soyata, kiatu,
Nitia.
bayata, masuata, nawuyatu,
Na ayeti.
Takuya sato.
Compassion, taki ni kyoto tai. Chisanakuta chakuta ikata.
Wasaya sato.
Chacha no kuota.
Sayuayata.
Atatara kota. Compassion being
Kanuata sawata he. Sanuaye wata kiata. Nama si watu akayata. Owaya suwata. Sabaya si atuata.
Ito imata, ito isaha, ikanikara, ito te ima,
Kanuaya sayuata.
ito niya, ika ise, ikuta ina,
Samayata. Namayi wa suwakaha hiakatuata. Sapayata. Sawaya suwaka duya siyuaka.
Larantaire, Takashi, Sarakota, Deroma, Saka, Dironta,
Disinta kunti
Sakara.
Sayatuaka. Kanua siwa tuaya tana mayata. Pasuwa ya kuyua tanua suyu. Masuwa ya niya katia pasa. Masuwa ya tuata nakia sai wata hiata. Kaya siwa sa kuwa taniwa takia tata huwa ta sawata.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. One of the messages I got from this transmission is to be compassionate with others. You should start by being compassionate with yourselves. That was very highlighted, and everything start from being for treating or by treating ourselves good and with love and compassion. So yeah, let's start from ourselves. Let's be good to ourselves and not be that demanding or harsh towards the things that we do in life and the way we are. Let's accept ourselves the way we are, because there are plenty of reasons. And as we say, if there is something that you are trying to get rid of, or you have difficulties to accept or to handle, there are so many light workers out there here for you on earth. And it's time also to receive. It's time to receive. We've been given, thinking, programmed, that is all about giving, and it's about both giving and receiving. So lovely. What did you have any experience during this transmission? Any of you? You, Ramsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you experience?
The session started with like when everybody chanted before, and this time it's the same theme, which is one of transmutation and transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And every image is about transformation and transmutation. Just take whatever energy that is in and it's not good, just move it around and transmute it into something good or something. And it all comes from the portal that Naida has, that is helping with this process.
Thank you, Ramsey. Anybody else have any interesting experience to share with the group?
That whistling noise that Wesley does, I feel like when he's doing it, I feel like there's like a whirlwind going around my upper chakras. I feel like so much is being cleared out in my crown chakra, and I have to turn the volume down a little bit because I'm like, whoa, like, what's happening? I can just feel so much like movement happening. It's really powerful.
It is indeed.
Love it.
It is indeed. I feel it like kind of shamanic type of, and it's independently of where it comes from. To me, it's very clearing as well, and that's what matters. Sometimes we focus too much in the origins of where things come from, or we just try to box what these light languages come from, or which are our origins, and we forget about our true essence, which is love and the effectiveness of love. And that's what matters, really. There is no need to go into complicated things in life. Just go to the simple things, authenticity, simplicity, make it simple and easy, and your spiritual path will grow and grow more and more. Hello, Becky. Nice to see you. You're muted, Becky. You're muted.
Thank you. I just saw this advertised and I was like, oh, it's happening now. So I thought I would join.
Would you like to share with us a blessing to start with?
Yes.
We just done some blessings all together, and one intention. We done blessings, and then the intention that we did was about compassion for humanity. So
That's
I think
beautiful.
you are in very good timing for another blessing.
Ahora shanyutsta seunte shuva le sunutia shinchebre no sanche kotana dea rukubra za o saniche shinchawe o onyache shiania o alala prohorete worokoreta izikutiche mnyoponya sha eu nje kuruhumane hira alalala Osa sekitesh konyata sun unate sheuta sasasa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Becky.
Thank you.
I've been seeing you for a while, and it's so nice to see you.
Yes, thank you.
Here with us. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. So nice. It's a privilege. Wow.
Isma.
Beautiful. Naida.
Sí, preguntarle a Ramsey si durante la transmisión de su intención ha visualizado algo como visión.
All right, Naida is asking me, well, Becky, Naida is my cousin. She speaks Spanish, so I need to be translating for everyone. She brings messages from light languages, interpretations, and she also do these light portals. And yeah, at some point we will be going one by one She will be asking what this portal represents, and she will also share with the group what she felt when she channeled that portal. And usually it has a lot of connection with everything that we share during all the time, with everything that we share during all the time that we share here in the group. But she just asked me to ask Ramsey if he's got any vision during the transmission that we just did about compassion.
Yes.
Yeah, what was that? She's wondering what was that vision of yours, because she was like somehow told that you had one.
It's a circle, disc rotating, orangey white light color, and then it came down, and light being came out from around it, and they just started flowing upward.
Okay. I will translate this. Pues ha visto un círculo que era donde estábamos todos nosotros, y era de un color naranja, y había un ser que venía de arriba, y bueno, pues estaba influenciando toda la energía de todos y todas.
Vale, ahora me acaban de decir, si expresas lo que ves.
And now she got this message right now. If you express everything that you see,
yes,
confiarás más en lo que eres capaz de hacer.
You will trust much more in what you are capable to do.
Oh, gracias, Emile. That's what I need.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, thank you, Becky, for the transmission from the light language, for the blessing. And yeah, let's continue with another intention. And the next one in the screen is John.
Yes. Last week, Ramsey had mentioned something about two ladies. Yeah, well, they couldn't speak because of their position. They couldn't speak from their heart. And so I asked my higher self to bring each one forward. And I asked them to go into my heart, and we could all express together. May I have a transmission to make sure that is all integrated into the heart, to the throat?
Wonderful. Do you have something to say, Ramsey? Because Naida just told you, whatever is there, bring it out.
I feel that you already integrated them. The emotions are so strong. I can't control my emotion for how strong it is within you. So I believe they all integrated into one with you, and the blessing should be good. We'll do one now.
Okay.
Wonderful. So Becky, what we do is we unmute our microphones, and then we sort of put that intention with the light languages. We support the intention for Jan, and we do all that together at once. Even if it sounds like the light languages are overlapping each other, it doesn't really matter, because the important thing is that we are sending all that love to her, and for whatever reason we send it. All right, so whenever you're ready, unmute yourselves. Again, if you want to play any musical instrument, you are welcome. If you want to speak in English, anything that you like in the background, you can also bring that. Anything coming from the heart is a light language. Anything. As as long as it's pure from your heart, that is a light language. As in any language, even if it's Italian, English, German, or anyone. Right, so let's start. Unmute your microphones, and when you're ready, please bring it in. Si sio aku rinna katurnetta kutainta ko esentaru maka kurnaka tutaini aumai horniete kestini kia tumpa kakurtete estatanu uko tetaineta ha
ena ino ina ipa ina ikota ena ina ino ini ina ino ini ena hara
Kosayata, Soayata, Kiyuaka, Kanua, Bayaka, Tamaya, Sayuaka, Kayua, Sakua, Kanuata.
Nakasun chia
Kia Sabaya Sahuata.
Ema eto enta eka nahironko tera mahatsalete inno ni inte inna ni ikala share mati
Abasa siwa tua kia tia tua papa
oma atene que sintana maote senia punta
papa sanu
mas tentia cocaine kientiara
sanu ayata
mashanaro mas tiene tamai ene kentaku horni etakama katestia nama kuota
sawaya tuaka tanati tu
tera maloko enstikena niati
maya tuata aya su aya kuata
mi ikana ka esta
Satatiata mayatuaka kuakana katiata tua payasa sawata iwaka kiatuata na mayata vayuaka iya suvatiyata patuata hayuaka
kote kiyo ishio mo tenanto ero na kesenarama ena torna raka kota chea naka hata hoke kia kota na oshana ishene kia hota te ehiana
si suata suata sapayatu aku wakata tatuata nama makiata sanuata kia sa kua kaniuata sawaya katua hawaiwata tu tunaka kia kataka kakua ka kia tatatua patuna ia ka dia tuaka kanuaka kakaia
ita imantia ikara kote ite inaki ikota inaki ato ena ikatie ki tiki e nika ikoreka ena niniki timiriki ekitike nika kikia ikatuka ekikia ikatuka inika ikutara kitia inamakura kiti enike ni akore kiti ite e lako eramana nakati enikia rakadara dia nakaara kati ina inaka orke iki inako ita ikati ikana
Washa kititi tikor robo rekari tatowishi arroho yutuka shiru papa tete shohu hu mama kite rikoru ichi soto Nossa, saçueste, covarde, vai, nem te dou.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So beautiful. Well, in this one, I sense it that everything is like sort of concentrated in the mind. They say that it's more about allowing than anything else. It's a young like type of trusting yourself and believing more than that is there. But don't be harsh on yourself neither. It's like finding the balance, because sometimes when we want something too much, we block it. And sometimes when we give up, obviously, it's not the energy that we need there of trust. It's not there to help. So they were saying, just relax, let it be, let it happen when it's meant to happen. Like we started the message during this during the beginning or in the channeling. We got this message about right timing. We mentioned that several times now, and it's not by coincidence, obviously. All of us, we need to hear this from time to time as a reminder, because we got this tendency to sometimes force things, and when they don't happen, we just give up straight away. And it's not about that. It's not about being in this extreme or being in this other one, but just finding that middle point, and trust that it's going to really happen when it's meant to happen. And they were saying that it's more about you trusting and allowing that by just relaxing your mind on that state. Anybody else had something from this transmission?
Yeah.
Ramsey.
They're very grateful for the process that you took on and integrating them into your heart. I saw the Virgin Mary coming out, and then the Statue of Liberty, as in releasing a lot of held back emotion or something. You have the freedom to go. Your throat chakra is still a bit tight on the outside, not on the inside. And there is a microphone coming out of it. It's time for you to start singing your life story. Allow it slowly to come out. Like what Ismael was saying is, just slowly move into it. It is there. It's there. Like the mic is there waiting for you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you,
Thank you. Thank you both.
Yes, John. Were you going to say something else?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, I had laid down for an hour, and when I woke up, I was hearing the music in my mind again. So I was actually trying to hum to the tune, but even after that laugh, I was still humming, but it was in my head. It wasn't coming out the throat. So maybe I need to allow it to come out the throat.
Yes. And even if it's that humming, just express it, because it's through expression, as we just say, as Naida just mentioned with that message for Ramsey, it's through expression as we start making the engine warm up and also work. It's like a muscle, and then when we practice, when we use it, it flows. It's like magic. It's really like magic. Yeah. Anybody else had anything during this experience? Any vision, any experience that you would like to share with the group? No? Okay. All right. Naida, ¿algún mensaje?
Sí, tengo un mensaje y además me seguían diciendo, lo que pasa es que te has anticipado, dile a Ramsey qué es lo que ha visto o qué es lo que ha sentido, para que se exprese.
Lo ha dicho, Ramsey lo ha dicho.
Sí.
Ha dicho que tiene un micrófono ahí, que lo veía puesto y lo tenía ahí y que está activado y que lo único que necesita es traerlo y expresar lo que también, lo mismo que le has dicho tú a él, es de alguna forma lo que Jan también necesita hacer. ¿Y
En
tienes
este
un
grupo
mensaje para Jan?
no se juzga. Cuando la mente se relaja,
This is a message for you, Jan.
Okay.
When your mind get into a relaxed or relaxing state,
todo
Okay.
fluye.
everything flows. Yeah?
Okay.
Sí.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I understand that. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The tremors, I try to control because the jaw goes and then the head will go. But when I tone, like in the tub or something, and get to the point after about 15, 20 minutes where it will flow better. There won't be as much tremor. There's still tremor, but not as bad. So,
Dice que
yeah.
tiene que lidiar, Jan tiene que lidiar con movimientos como espasmóticos que tiene y que a veces pues necesita controlarlos y que a veces se le suavizan y otras veces pues no. Y bueno, pues ella tiene que lidiar con todo eso. Sí,
Si-
ya. Yes, Naida.
Si busca cosas, puede encontrar algo que le ayuden a relajar esos espasmos.
Okay, if you open your heart to find things in general, open just your heart, these things will come to you to support you with those tremors. But you need to create that allowing state first. Open your heart.
Okay.
That's something that she just got.
I was
Okay.
also
Becky.
getting to ground when
Yeah.
you're doing it to ground, and that will help you through the whole process. Maybe even ground a couple times. Just check back in and say, "Oh, am I still grounded?" It will help. Katusha.
Okay.
I also felt that for you, Jan, since a long time. Are you going out enough in nature? I feel you need grounding, Jan. This is maybe why you're being delayed in activating your light language. Are you going enough in nature? Because grounding is very, very important.
I'm out normally, usually about 3.5 hours, and then I come home, have a bite to eat, and do a few things, and then I go back out again. And because I like outside, and then I come back. Yeah, I'm out quite a bit.
But I'm also like you, even for me, I'm activated, but I'm still waiting for light language to manifest in divine order. I'm not worried about it because I know it will manifest in divine timing. I was wondering something about last night. Maybe someone can answer me. I was wondering if, I think all the light workers who are manifesting light language are also vegetarians. So this is my question to all of you who are speaking light language right now. Are you all vegetarian by any chance? I just want to.
I am.
All of you.
I basically, I was vegetarian, but I do eat fish. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat chicken for 10 years, I'd say. But my job, I'm very physical. It's like I basically build houses, so it's very physical, and I do eat fish. But that's more or less it. I've actually went back maybe 5 years ago trying to eat. I was recommended that I should be eating red meat, but I've eaten it, and if I just said there's no way, I just can't eat.
I feel light language gets activated more easily with people who are vegetarian as well. I don't know. I had that feeling yesterday. So thank you.
Might be for
Thank
you.
for the feedback.
I think each person is different. And I know plenty of, I'm a vegetarian, but I know plenty of people who speak light language who aren't. And but my intuition has been that it's individual. It's like your individual makeup. So it's just tune into your individual, the intuition you're getting, what your guides are saying is best for you. So it's not one size fits all. Like we're all individual. So if your intuition is pushing you to eat more vegetarian, then that's probably happening for a reason.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we've been for so long, we humans believing that you should do this or that.
Yeah,
It doesn't work like that. Like Becky saying, each of us, we are different. Each of us feels like the call to eat red meat. Others, they just can't, like Wesley. I can't. I cannot eat any animal at all. But that's me. This is not me trying to express myself here in the group to motivate more people to become vegetarians. No. Every person is a different world. Jan.
I'm like 95% vegan. I have my thing is ice cream. I had quit, but I'm eating again. I asked my guide if it's something I needed the dairy, and I was told yes. So, but otherwise, it's 95% vegan. I can't eat meat. I used to do fish. I like fish, but I quit that too.
It goes. It doesn't stay. It's something that changes also. In the beginning, I used to eat fish as well, and gradually my body asked me to stop as well. But also with the dairy, and also the wheat, because the gluten and all the stuff that they put in the bread in nowadays. They use transgenic stuff and all that gets into our system, and my body just started refusing. But again, it wasn't something that I thought about it. It was something that naturally my body started reacting and refusing. So my best advice is also, like Becky say, listen to your body, listen to your body. What is your body asking for? Because I find very wrong those people who are trying to convert others into something. Let people be themselves. Let people be their uniqueness, because that's how we complement each other, and that's how we are so beautiful the way we are. I mean, don't I will only say, if you eat something coming from an animal, respect the animals. I mean, don't kill just for killing. But if you need to eat, and that's what you feel the call to do, eat. I mean, what I do, but I do it with everything, for a long time ago, is to thanks anything that I eat, whether it's a lettuce or it's a cucumber or anything. I say thank you for bringing this energy to my system and to my body, because everything is a living energy. It has consciousness. Everything, parsley, any pepper, anything that you eat has energy, and becomes part of you, of your energy. So if we send that gratitude to everything that we eat, it will sort of what it does is that you become like connected to everything, and also you are sending that gratitude for the service that they are providing, because I mean, I got these experiences sometimes when I'm doing quantum hypnosis, and the lady or the gentleman who is with me having the session, he's a tree. He's a tree in a timeline. So that man was a tree in another lifetime. So we need to respect every single vegetable or tree and everything, because they have souls. And when I found out that, I was, oh my God, I truly need to thanks everything because they have souls and they come with that purpose to support humanity and to serve, sometimes as food, sometimes just for beauty, sometimes to bring and clear and cleanse the air like the trees. And in so many ways they are all beings, and all the kingdoms, they are supporting each other. We supporting them, they supporting us. So yeah, it's time for recognition about that, about everything is part of the same. What? And now, Becky, if you would like to share an intention with the group?
I just remembered a few times, or many times, I've walked around the grocery store and I get to the vegetable section, I just start speaking light language to other vegetables, and it's so cute and funny. And it makes me happy.
It does. When you open your heart to gratitude, you are doing a favor to yourself, honestly, because you truly open the channel to the love that is circulating everywhere. So that gratitude is not only for the vegetables or any other being from any kingdom, but for yourselves as well. So yeah, please do that, because you're gonna feel really good. And it brings you so much happiness. Yes, Becky, you would like to share an intention about whatever you like, for humanity, for yourself, for a relative, for anything you like.
I'm getting for us all to be gentle with ourselves.
Mm-hmm. The intention.
It's part of that compassion, and compassion for self. We always want to give compassion to everyone else, and really it starts with us being compassionate to ourselves and gentle with ourselves.
It's interesting because this message came through before you came in.
Oh,
I mean, as channeling, but not as an intention. And actually, Ram's intention was similar, but it's never too much. So
yeah,
let's send more love to.
Like you still need to hear it again.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also a sign that we are in the same vibration, no matter if you came earlier or later. That's so wonderful. It's another proof for those scientific minds who still don't believe on these things. So, well, there you are. We just need to tap into our frequencies, and then the very similar messages come through, and yeah, we get into that harmony. All right, let's start. Let's try to do that without trying. Iurini urkurini arnumaka irina hakurna kuma idiota kuotia kuotiana kuota iutia nawana ioniotia kuona kaotia kuatia Echia kuata chichian tuoko tiano taikawa. Echia kuota echia kuota ene chao. Ene chao tayo na kumae. Aina homa chamo mahana mae. Ena vama ena homae. Chao mahana. Ti istianar atus ineaquote. Ti ki aquota nakajontaise. Atus ititi itako ote. Etian tukontae. Tina kumati kentako. Chisentakuntetian tukumpate kioto. Estini kitian akustiniaqua. Shena kuatana, tumai shintakuma shintakuma.
Alahana yaseo tahino urama. Eu sorori manahale itorua. Que eu chorome no hola yate kuru. Hai no rukorama, omalele uturama, he soro kura he oto. Hai malele usumaya, kora yeso no hora, kora yeso no hora yoro hora.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
That was so
Thank you.
peaceful, Becky. I just felt it was like so much, I can't explain, like peace and like harmony just coming through that. It was like my heart chakra just went like this relief, this feeling of like relief when I listened to it. It's like, oh yeah, you know, like oh like that, yeah, thank you. Like that was so nice, really peaceful. Yeah, thank you. Really.
It was. And what I felt there is, express your truth. Express your truth. Put aside your fears and start by expressing your truth. because that's how you naturally combat against your fears, by expressing more and more your truth. And that is communication, again, starting for oneself and then for the rest. Practice that, practice. We've been for so long, like we say in the previous weeks, we've been for many years like going inwards and searching for things and for our own truth, it was part of the process. Very natural, especially since 2012, that started very powerfully. But now these are already times to express and to interact with all your fellow humans and galactic beings and archangels and elementals and every single being in the universe. So if you feel it in your heart, just do it, please do it, because that love is coming through you for a reason, and it's gonna do a lot of good to yourself. So yeah, and part of it is through what Becky say as an intention, and Ramsey is through self-compassion. If we are again too harsh, that's it. We are blocking ourselves. If we are just gentle, like that song that we just listened from Becky, that's it. Everything is smooth and everything flows. That's to me the message from that song was what Amy felt also, which is that beautiful, homey feeling of tenderness, and that's how we should be to each other and to ourselves. Yeah. All right. Anybody had any other vision or message?
Beyond the darkness, the light resides.
Beyond the darkness, the light resides. Beautiful, beautiful. Naidan, ¿tienes un mensaje?
No.
Ok. No. Tan solo decirte que Ramsey te está haciendo caso.
Ya lo estoy viendo.
I just told her
Está bien.
that you are doing what she said.
Y si no me hace caso, ya estoy yo aquí para recordárselo. Continuamente.
And she say, and if you don't do that, I will remind you again.
Okay.
That's why I'm here, she said. All right, so next is Amy.
Yay, thank you. I was going to say, can I go next, please? Because I actually need to go soon. It's nearly my bedtime. I don't want to, but you know. Yeah, so I didn't have an intention, but then when you were talking to me earlier about my mum, and the intention for today then is to express gratitude and appreciation to our mothers. So whether they are living or whether they are present, just to really connect with them through our hearts. And when we do this, I also desire for us to express gratitude and appreciation for the Divine Mother, who is the creator of everything, Divine Mother, the earth that supports us. So yeah, really just expressing some appreciation for our mothers and for Divine Mother.
Mm-hmm. And it's also that so important that we tell them when they are here with us. It's so important. So often when I was working in the hospital and people were passing, there were so many people who were regretting not to say so many things to their mothers and to their parents. So yeah, take the opportunity that they are here to tell them everything you have in your hearts, because again, you're gonna make the the life is so shining, and you're gonna also benefit from it because of the soul recognition of them coming here to truly sacrifice with so many things that we don't give credit for, because they came in times that they were even harder than our times, and that is something that we should give credit about. They were some of the generations pioneers to get the rebounding or the bounding effect from the changing that we were just about to experience with ascension. Our grandmothers came first, and then our mothers, and then us, and then they came first, and that was truly hard. No matter where they were in the world, that was really hard. I mean, it has been hard for many millennia and for many years for all humans, but those who came as volunteers to start making the change, that was also they had to receive a lot of impact from that changing, and to prepare the path for us, and that obviously affect them, and that obviously made them be maybe not the way we would wish them to be. That's why they have some part of them that they are blocked, or that they are not that open to understand, because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for us, so for them even less. So yeah, I believe that it's very important, this intention, because they do deserve our recognition. Yeah, we should be very grateful to them. I am, and I was, and I had the opportunity for the last 5 years before she left. My mom had cancer for 14 years. In the last 5 years, she got into more terminal, like going worse and worse. And then during those 5 years is when she got the awakening. And then she became the mother that I never had before, and she became my friend. She didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing, but she became so my closest friend, and that was a healing for her. That was a healing for me. And then yes, we managed during those 5 years to say to each other everything that we didn't since I came to this planet. And that was truly healing for her and for me. And she left in peace with her heart, like, okay, I spoke to my child, everything I wanted to. And yeah, if we give that opportunity to our mothers, please do, because they will truly live in peace, fulfilled, with their hearts fulfilled. I'm not sure if it's thanks to that or not, but she became my spirit guide from the moment she left. So she took like a process of 1 month or so in the other side to readapt her energy, or to balance her energy wherever she is. And then she chose to be my guide. So what else I can ask for? I mean, I have channeled her like 3 times now, and neither has spoken to her. She has the pleasure to have like a sort of conversation with her after she passed. 3 times. The first time was very emotional. I couldn't practically let her energy flow because I was crying and I was in tears all the time. For most of the time I was channeling her. And then she readapted her energy to all the beings that she's been since she was created by the divine. And then that allowed me to don't focus too much in the mother energy that I experience here on Earth. and that was the way that I started letting her flow more through me. And yeah, she's every time I channel her, she brings wonderful messages. And yeah, Naida is taking advantage of that and and taking the opportunity to receive those wonderful messages for her mission. My grandmother is actually, my mom's mother is actually with her, supporting her as a spirit guide as well. So the family is around and will continue around for those who have recently experienced the loss of someone. I would like to say that you never lost them. You don't lose them. They are there. And if you allow them to be, they can even be in states that are even more powerful than you can imagine. Because the way I feel my mom today, wow, in Earth was amazing, but now it's incredible. It hasn't got any limits, and she can bring messages or connect me to the archangels in a blink of an eye, and do things like that, which are so amazing. Yeah, let's do this intention. I'm gonna stop chatting because Amy needs to leave. Otherwise,
Okay.
she stay awake all night.
I wish I could, to be honest, but yeah, but it's okay. Your message is beautiful, yeah. So perfect.
Yeah, Amy sometimes send me messages saying that if she stay longer, sometimes she cannot go to sleep because of the amount of energy that she receives from everyone. And she needs to work next day, so she cannot stay awake and go to work like without sleep. So yes, all right, let's do this whenever you like.
Na irun ka eta na haye malaka shike kanara
Umahine hena huta hena hum Onahina homasa no mam Hena huna tahai nikano mai Hena mune hena naham Mamai sikahune Hene tahu mamanikahu Anahu matana hene Henahu mamane Mamatikina hamachia kuchena Mama nina kunas aoko kesnekieshe Nini akumatini mama nekini akuna taina Shena kunekini makumatane Homana ishana homaham Hene sene tene nahundane Hene hene hena homam Mama tana hochane Mama hana hana homase Hena hone tanu mahane machana Hena hamachena homam
Kosa ia tuaka. Iwa sa wea o. Paya sa tia ta ko. Ka tia tu.
Ishanao maisinia ko.
Na ba ye sa.
Kia ko
Sanua ya tia.
papukuta.
Ria kuya kana ia ta.
Na akor iu Akuta upapa kurri.
Asai waka nu waka.
Papakututuru kutikia romaka
Nu asa wayo waka
Nana
nu
kaputi
wakaya.
tiara koina katututa
Ah, hiya ka tu wata.
Ora nana kutai shunda kantuma nana kumata.
Na ya si ya ta. Ko
Ai
waka
mama
na ya
mama
ha.
siana kwa nana. O mama tukuna
Ah, san nu ya. Sa.
Ora na.
Isha impara kairita imos hieroka ala fiena tu
Na ya tu.
Chia kuaini.
Tu waka.
mochi ina
Chia
nota
kur.
ina
Tumakwa.
ite
Hiya sa waya tu wata.
pala hayemo e ale
Shisha
mo
wana wata no wacha.
ira ka in
Chacha wacha
kala
wa. Iya na wacha wana tata. Oh hana wa.
Asa su waya tu waka ya tu ya ta
Ta
ta.
chuana wata.
ina
Ma ya ti ya.
Iya na wa.
Ta tu na iya ta la ya
Chacha
ta.
wana tata.
kala ko
Sa nu wata.
Iya na wana.
Ta ya sa ya tu wata na ya ma.
ka aye
Na la ya ti ya ta.
ala ko in
Una ya sa na ya ta ti ya ta ko ya ta ha.
ala ko
Shiawana ya. Na ni ya wana. Ni ya wana. Chia na mama. Wana na mama. Achia kwa na mama. Pia na mama. You've been muted, Becky. But we got the energy.
There's a lot of clearing of old paradigms about related to mothers.
Yeah, I felt the same. It was mostly clearing. They were saying that most of the reasons why we don't express to our parents our inner truth and our love is because experiences, because the bond is very close, is very intense, and at some point they tried to do whatever they thought that it was best for us to do, but they didn't know to do it any better. Maybe we had some wounds from those experiences, and that stopped us from being that love that we wish to be for them. And they also would love to listen to that love in the same way that we love to listen the love coming from them. So if you feel stuck in telling to your parents that love, maybe it's important to start getting inside in your in your inner self and meditate and find out why you are not telling to your parents what you feel. Maybe by you starting to do so, they're going to start being also much open to yourself. And sometimes we have this sort of childish reaction of, come on, no, they should start being loved first because they are my parents. I remember that I was like that for a long time. I was saying things that could hurt my mom and my dad a lot, like it feels like I came to this planet to be their father or their parents. That's how I felt at the time. And I was telling them when I was getting upset and angry because they were not providing what I thought that they should be providing. But then, obviously, during my awakening in 2012, I started realizing how wrong I was about that. About they did what they could do because they went through a lot, much more than us. And so that wasn't right from me being so demanding in terms of, I mean, I was right in terms of what love is and what I missed during those periods of my life. But I wasn't, it wasn't right the way I behaved so many times towards them. And I think we should be more, show them more understanding, and also be the ones who might maybe start telling them, I love you every day. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that much effort to say I love you. And maybe she say, why you are coming with this today? Why you are telling me I love you? Well, because I love you, Mom. That's it. I mean, because that's it. And that break the ice, that breaks the walls, that breaks everything that might be there in between. And so be love, and be compassion. As I so much like this. There is a child who says that in one recording I got, and I so much love in the way that she say. So yes, be love and be that compassion, and you will see how the rest around you, they start being love and compassion as well. But start. Don't expect them to change, or don't get angry with them because they don't change and you want them to change. Be yourself first. Be that love first. Be that compassion first, and they will get into that frequency much sooner than you expected. Much sooner. So yeah. Did you see anything? Experience anything during this transmission, apart from much love for our moms? No? Okay. All right. So thank you very much for this transmission. I think we are going to start now with the activations, and then we will let Naida share also with us the portal. Amy, thank you for being with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure, and thank you for that lovely intention as well, and the healing there. Yeah, I really needed that. Yeah, have a beautiful and blessed week, everyone, and like namaste, and yeah, see you all later.
See you later. Bye, lovely.
Bye bye.
All right, let's start with the activations. So first activation for Jan. Yeah, whenever you like. Let's make them a little bit shorter so that we can do everyone in the group. And yeah, and then we can do everything before you leave today. Hi, whenever you like. So that's what we do, Becky. Intention, the same thing, intention for the activation of light languages, in this case for Jan. or any of her gifts in general. But that happens just by sending the light languages, as you know, because the light languages has intelligence in their own. So they go where you need them. If it's to activate or calibrate a chakra, they go there. If it's to activate the healings in your hands, they will go there. For anything, they go there. They are so intelligent. They are divine. So yeah, let's do this. And those who don't speak light languages, yes, wish them well, wish Jan well, and all her gifts to get activated.
Alla le chiara cariuscura halala jande carhon de pare che pare che raccato tutti la parece
Tiustica, tustita, tacusta, taquistiti, tustitacustitia, tucastititia, tutati, tiquista, tuquista, tutistititia, tucapica, utistatia,
Yes, no jala jale ya. Yes, no ya na jamahito. Shayo no jala hino shuruhura mona. Yes, no hora sono yete imona. Pura moya tayo surukura man. Hura shurukura.
Osa suata niata kuashio akana namayetiata so kuatana Paya saba tua tania katua kana ha. Asata sua ya saba ya tio wataka nuata. Kia nuataka ka sua sana maya tiata. Pa kati wa ka nuata. Ka sana ia sa bayata. Naya tuata na mayata. Kana maya ta tuaka. Kaya sa kasa sua ta na iata. Kana ma ia soa ka kia kaka nuata. Hasua sanua yania kakua. Ka tua tanua payata. Sa oia tua tana mayatiata. Sa suata ka tiata. Sanua eata. Ka kuaka. Pa sanea. Pasaka tua tana iata tua tana ia tiata. Kana sa o ea tua baya tua ya kua ya sa kuata. Pasa tua kata kiata. Kanua sa nuata. Ya tua ka kiatana. Pasa suata siata. Pasa tua ta kiata. Suhata tata tuata.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Did you feel anything, John?
Yes, I've got tightness in the throat, and just tightness. So I think you're working on it from what I can see. So
What I saw was energy from the heart connecting to the throat and connecting that circuitry. Heart, throat, up and down. Beautiful. Anybody else experience anything? Also the throat, Becky? You sense the throat
Oh
as
yeah,
well?
I was clearing in the throat. I was helping connect up into gusta and also bringing down into the Earth Star chakra. You still have more. So if you feel inclined to cough or blow out, this will help you. It's a process, so be patient.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, next activation for Julie. So again, be receptive. Be receptive. As we mentioned from the beginning, open your heart to this transmission. Orni otoyanao hatiaramako. Iorinia surenia rayete. O kahanaka hetiarao. Ehini takun natiakun. Nahina okain. Iorniesioriarana. Shano maguntiak tokoa. Iorne kiom taetiaro. Siornakaotai. Hine kiom taestiara. Horahatornautoya. Hiom taye nawata. Ioan tuokoneate. Shiarnawatare. Hiorntum tiekiatana. Shiarrakotawata.
Gapaleka ni dia seso shkarelele ko totaka juli ka timda anjepe ke ku totaka heche para alele ka tunto rakapre ere kante shkurunta ta shakur rakapre tayara argura ke tati shikara atatika ishkuru uta tayere etotanti kapre tayara na tayara rakopara halala hitu kutsa cheche nushugo rahe ra hu para que te su noche ya shimurona sakutea e utana atakutsinji chichi koroma da te adati tatanuchi para ro rapara Pashareto tutukutin setsetse shichichi utotutan teteti katata katiti tikish kurkuta takata de era raka oh tachiche ne chupurna te apa tapupai it's gonna fa esekuta skutayana ata tayana ta
Yasua tanua ia tana paya. Kakua kana kia sa tua tana. Namayata tatua kana kia tatua tana. Namaya tua kana. Sabaya tua katiwa katana. Kiwa tanua. Sanua ia tua kanua ye siwa tana. Asua ia kanua tanua tana he Yatuaka nuwatana satuwata satuwata siwata koaka tiwata.
Thank you. Beautiful. I experience a lot of heart clearing energy, and it felt much lighter after the collective transmission. And yeah, I felt a lot of relief. The first entity who came through me was a dragon energy. It was black, a black dragon, bringing the following message for you, Julie, to be strong, to stay strong, to recognize and believe that we are much more than what we see with our own eye or what we perceive with our hearts, because sometimes they are blocked or stuck with something, and they tend to tell us not the whole thing about who we truly are. So it's like stay open to accept and understand that you are huge and that you are wonderful and that you are a beautiful goddess and that you are much bigger than a dragon. That's what the dragons say. You are much bigger than even myself. So recognize that for yourself. That was
Thank you.
the sort of message.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Julie. You're welcome.
I was seeing similar. Yeah. And I could feel your dragon. I was like, oh, that's dragon. I was hoping to hear it in. And they were in when I was speaking, it was, you have so much more growth potential if you just allow it. Like, you don't have to work on it. You just have to allow it. And it's all there waiting for you. And you will just step into it. And it was also, if you could only see yourself from others' eyes, you would be amazed.
Oh, thank you. That's so lovely. Thank you.
It's so much in the same frequency. So beautiful. And also the wings. They were very representative. The dragon opening the wings like if they were your wings, Julie. Like, so beautiful, so beautiful. That was so amazing. And yeah, it's through recognition, like we also allow ourselves to be who we truly are. That's one of the first steps of not believing the programming, not believing what we've been told, even with our own minds, that we are told to be little or less. That's not true. That's not true at all. And we are amazing, and that's why we are the point of attention for all the beings in the creation. Humans, we are a point of attention. They are all looking at us and enjoying this ascension a lot, because it does affect all of them. When we ascend, we affect everything else. So that whenever we let ourselves ascend, that will be for them also ascension in many levels. So we all ascend if we ascend. Anything else that you'd like to share? Anybody?
Yeah.
Luis.
Yeah. I felt a very like Kundalini energy.
Oh, that's right. That was at the beginning.
Yeah. And I don't know if you work with it, but maybe you can look into Tantra. Maybe good for you. I don't know if you tried it. There's some great music online that you can work with your own energy, like the ascending Kundalini. I don't know if you're having like another Kundalini awakening or something like that, but yeah, maybe you can try it if it resonates.
Thank you.
That was the very first thing. I was like, Kundalini, Kundalini, Kundalini.
Yeah.
We were activating it. So maybe just put your awareness to it and imagine it going. Tetunta. That's what they were. Yeah.
I saw the
Yeah,
same.
the tantric practices help with it, like with some music.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Have fun with it is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yes. Enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Thank
the
you.
same, but it's like the dreams. It's like if I don't say in the moment, I forget the vision.
It was the first thing, like.
It was first thing.
The first thing, and it's so cool when someone else bring it.
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy you said it. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed this so much, you guys, but I have to leave now. I actually have a session to help someone else speak light language. So it's one of my gifts and joys, absolute joys in helping. So I hope to connect with you all again in future. I've had the most fun. So thank you all and blessings.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Becky. Thank you.
Thank you.
I could spend another 10 minutes saying bye to everybody.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Feel free to reach out
Sana.
and send me
Sana.
putus kumpualala.
Ko sa tua ia tua kanua sa tua taha. Hiata ta ko tana tiata.
We were talking to each other a lot, Wesley, and during this whole
Suia wa kua tanua taha.
like having side conversations. It was funny.
Because you are part of the same thing. Just,
Yes. Bye,
this.
dear ones. Koshamana.
Bye.
Bye, lovely. Right. Next is Mona. So it's now with light languages, you, Wesley, and I. And then the rest of the group, please send your love and intentions for Mona to get her gifts activated. Right, let's start. Ia na o te ni ako me sieria taine. Inarum te kahana estia na umahane. Inarum te ahoni arakawantaye. Ishara na kuntikia nara na umtahana. Atanta est itekia taona hatea chomane. Sheshentako taike shakako shataita.
Watiata. Matuata. Kosani wata. Sawayua ka tuatana. Sambayati tana kuatata.
Hine hiakuote shak ernan. O karate shiate arna o kiarne. Eria contiaro corinti estie. O tanto. Ishiarum paesayentawama. Ishiako achawa. Ishiaka.
Sowata, tuata, kiyata, saniwa, iyataniwa, owa, kiyataniwa, hiya, tuata, kata, kawa, kiyawata, siwa, yawata, kawata, owasa, owayata, kawata, nawayata, tuata, katayata.
Hina wata weda washi na wana wacha hina wana hina wana ita wana wa isha wata
Wata, wata na
isha
hiya
wana
ta
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 he
ta
hata
ta,
henata
hasata tu
isha
wata
na
na
wata
kata, wasata tu
iya wa
wata na,
iya na wa mama yete ile isha na we na isha na ya tu macha ya na wata
siya ta tu wata ta, wasata ta ta,
macha
wata su,
Aya mahumai tupa eu shoata. Ora hata
satu
matai
wata ta
koa.
ta ta,
Pumacha.
si wata ta na wata ta tu wata, wasiya ta,
Eta makama
samahiyata.
chamachika na makatia na papa. Ishinikia ntuma tatai nikia mama. Ishini tatai kumba.
Babaya tia tata ya tuata.
Mama papa ikumba tata. Shena kato. Hisha na kato wama. Shinikia na mama.
Uasa tata na tiata. Papa sawa tata tiata. Sawa yewa.
Thank you, Rada. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent.
What I was getting is time to break the old patterns and to also, and all the group all along has been about this today. It's about breaking through the old patterns and be less harsh towards ourselves. And they were like doing that. It's like bringing something from yourself, something that you are being hard with, and they were breaking it with, but not with violence, with love and energy. And then they were passing to the next thing, and then breaking and passing to the next thing. And like that is something that you need to be monitoring in a daily basis and start realizing what are those things that you are maybe being too hard with yourself, and start releasing them and let them go, and understanding and acknowledging that you don't deserve to be that hard with yourself, that you deserve to be that love fully. And by being fully that love, everything else will act as a magnet coming to your life. Everything that you wish will come to your life. You don't have to make something in order to get it. The only thing that you need to do is to release that you no longer need. And by doing that, you will emanate or send so much light that everybody will be able to appreciate even more and further your light, and you will be attracting everything that you want in terms of abundance in all aspects, love from others, trips, economic abundance, any abundance. But first, all of that you don't need, chuck it away. Send it away. You don't need that. That was the like summing up the message with a little bit of a touch of Ismael on it. Yeah.
What I seen, I see a connection with a hound or a wolf, and I've seen a mountain. Suna yuat and I felt that angelic connection as well there. And it seemed very, very grounding. The energy seemed very grounding. Yeah.
Thank you, Wesley.
Yeah. With the mountain was pretty apparent, and whatever, if there's either, it reminded me of an old wolf actually. No, it reminded me of a wolfhound in Ireland. They have an Irish wolfhound. It's a very big dog, but they were actually a protector dog. They were called an Irish wolfhound. They were actually these hunt wolves, but it was like a hound actually. It was like a big. They were big, or like a big, very big dog, very protective dog. And then towards the end, I feel the angelic, really feel the angelic energies. So super stuff, and yeah.
Mona,
Thank you.
You are beautiful, super beautiful and magnificent. I really felt like, I don't know if I was the only one, but I felt a very, like a pale pink being, like some type of, you're clearly not from here. I'm sure of that, and you are super beautiful. Like this being that may be an aspect of you was like pale, pink. I don't know if you make any connections, but you are super beautiful and you are beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Louis.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Next activation. Let's do Sarah Artak or Artash. How do you pronounce it, Sarah? Artash?
It's Artash.
Artash. All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's do this activation for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sayo sawa kuya sanliwata. Asuya tuwa tayata. Anuwa yata tuwa yatuwa kana.
Hai ka utika. Shokwa chakwa shiata. Orda shiara tuata ine. Oatayaka ikiaruata. Iaruanar mama. Iahayahayata. Iadayana tuaine tiakuata. Esienta o machiana kuomamae. Isiana o ianaru isiano kiato chiaka. Anaesia kuanara. Isianaro koto jurun rukuonere. Jurini aron maete. Ornare mi akwatiara.
Suata tuata.
Urunoe.
Amaya tu.
Ora naine kia matai.
Maya tuata katiata.
Tiara.
Sapayata. Suaka kiata kuata. Sawaiata.
Wow. Tai.
Tuata katiata. Tata satuata.
Oine ate siara ineta
Awaya sowatiata sana.
Tano.
Kuaka kuaka. Awaya tuata tiata.
Shene arano kure na womahanare. Eshene rakunta naraute araum. Ene mama nara ene rana untaye na wamae.
Abayata tiata Anatia tata tuata. Inuata tiata na baba. Tasa tuata. Asate siata. Yatua kakakiata. Asa. Sana. Nama kuata. Kiatua
Yanaumte yakuini.
Kayata.
Tieni arana.
Asatiata.
Unita maina te sawanya. Inia kwa chini arunye. Inia kona na tia na kunta.
Atuata. Iwata. Tuata. Tuata. Kakaya. Atuata. Satuata. Naha. Kiata tata. Na.
Okay, what I sensed in this transmission, Sarah, was a lot of cleansing also in your heart. Things from the past that has been there, creating those blockages like the ones that we were mentioning before that we have towards our parents. But yeah, in this case was in general from past experiences that they've been there, that they were hurting at some point, and as a defensive attitude, you created like a protection layer, and then they've been also cleansing and removing a lot of these layers. There is still some of them there, and they will continue that whilst you are sleeping. They will continue like an ongoing healing. If you come again next week, let us know how is it going, we'll take it from there. But they say that they will be there treating and continuing treating your heart. They say also to don't take to heart so seriously the things that are happening around in the world. Despite the fact that they are there for a reason. They are there with a purpose. No matter how horrible they are there serving a purpose and serving a reason. So they were saying, do not feed yourself more with those things from the outer world, and focus in your inner self first, so that by cleansing and receiving the love that you deserve, so that you can understand in much higher ways or levels why the world is the way that it is, because it is there because of a divine reason. And all these tragedies that we are all experiencing in the world, they are awakening many others. Those who depart, those who leave, those who suffer. It's difficult to understand for our human mind, but they serve that. They are serving us for humanity to awaken. The people don't die for no reason, like we sometimes believe that they just die for no reason, or just because other humans are cruel. Yeah, other humans are still cruel, but they didn't die for no reason. They are serving as a reflection for many others to wake up and to stop being so cruel to each other, and to start awakening and to bring the mind to the heart, and stop being so stubborn and so rigid, let's say. So yeah, I hope that helps. I don't know, someone else have something for Sarah from this transmission? Anything you felt? No?
I could feel, I usually don't go into the visualizations and stuff, but I could see like a golden star just above the energetic body. Suna Yua Kua Yawata. So yeah, so it's there to receive. Suya Kua Yua, Tua Yua, Sanu Yua, Yua Yua, Tua Yua, Kua Su Yua, Sanu Yua, Kua Tanuata. And just see you Ku Yua, Tua Yua. And yeah, just being like as Ismael was saying earlier on. Yeah, just being easier on yourself. Suya Kuya Kiwa Suya Tunu Tua Ka Kua Taniyata. And yeah, everything is Sawa Kua Tua Yata Tua Tanayata. Just be easy on yourself. So what?
Thank you, Wesley.
Thank you. I'll take that on board as well.
What's that, Wesley?
I said I'll take that on board as well. You know, just be like, you know, be easy on yourselves.
yeah. This applies to everyone.
Yeah, and with that as well, is be easy yourselves and each other. Suwa kuwa tiyuata. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Pleasure. Naida has something to say.
En la transmisión que acaba de hacer ahora mismo Wesley, yo he sentido el que tiene que quitarse las cadenas que la tienen atada para sentirse libre.
Es que he dicho yo eso.
Ah,
Pero
vale.
bueno, lo voy a decir yo con tus palabras. In the transmission, y Wesley ha dicho eso también.
Vale.
So the three of us, we got the same thing.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough. Naida, from the transmission that Wesley just said with light languages, she interpreted this message. You should take off the chains that you have over your shoulder. Get rid of them. Take all that weight away. And that will free yourself. And let yourself be Sarah Morse, the Sarah that you are, and all the light that we can see in your eyes in that photograph, because there is so much there. So much light. We are all made of light, just as a reminder. And yeah, any other message? No? Okay. Now for Sarah Ellerston, let's do another activation for her.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready. Kuata, nekatuanata, kushineata kuanata, istitiana kuanata, makotutu eneta, chekichiana kuata tata, eshana kata macha kata macha kamacha. Onata netaro kashora nataeta wata. Ene kachore ne chawa makayo no machiana. Ene tatuana mama oho. Esiniaro takariniaro. Arana machiana wana mae.
Suota.
Ena mama ena mache.
Awataya tuaka. Kawaya tuata. Awaya siyuta. Awiyo wata. Ayo tawa siyawatana. Ayo wata. Ayo asawata. Kawayo tuna. Maya suwatana. Aya siyuwa kuwata. Maya sanuatia.
Ene ya numachiana kwanana. Ena hai ena maho mama machia.
Ua saya tata.
Ena
Kuwa sawa tua ya iwata. No mayata. Ma payata. Asa suwata.
Ena mama ena mahe.
Sawa siwa kakiyata.
Mama ena mahe.
Yuata kiyuata na mayeta tayawata kawa kakakiyata sanumata sawaya tata sambanayata makatiyata sawata kata sawata nanayata Asawayata duwata yata tata na yatiyata hasahowata kuwata ta sawayata na yatiyata na sawayata Kulayatiyata namayata Kanuwasayata sawata Gayatiyata namayata tuwata Sawayata wata Papanayata
Ani hanahi tam kuatai.
Asa sawata tatu tata hiyata saya iwata nakatu wata saya Sabaya tuata namayata.
Hiana omata enetawa.
Mata ti tata tuata.
Hiana omaisia. Humeshiana hornia tuaye.
Maya suata tuata katiata. Kawatayata. Sawaya tata. Uyata. Ewa suata dana mayatiata. Sapata tuata. Katana yatatataha. Hiatuka. Asa basuata satia tata kuota. Asatia tata kuasatana tia tata. Maya teia tata kuatana tata sawatata kiatana ka kuata. Sawata. Sawata. Kiawata, kuatioa, soa tuata daya, yawata kawa, soa ia, wa, soa ia, wa, sua, kuaya, tiwa, tua, soa ia, ewa, tua, tana, maiata.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, I felt a lot of tension in the shoulders. There was also a calibration in every single chakra, creating alignment with the Kundalini. Again, releasing things from the past, releasing the tension and all the I'm a little bit easy now. A lot of responsibility. It's like you take a lot of responsibility in your shoulders. Hold on, I'm going to do a little bit of grounding with the drum. Yeah. Yes. Taking all. So often we have the feeling of taking all the responsibility about the things that are happening in the world. There is a reason behind this. You are all goddesses and gods. So you feel such responsibility. Now it is important to understand that you should start from yourselves to take responsibility instead of taking the whole responsibility about everything around you. It is important to recognize this, no matter if you have someone, a relative, a boyfriend, or anyone close to you, or even the people that you see in the news or in your country or anywhere else having conflicts. It is important to deal every day, step by step, with anything that you might find that you could sort of release. And as we've been mentioning during the whole session, release that you no longer need. And don't be hard to yourselves. Don't be harsh to yourself. Accept the love. Accept all the love that you deserve. And let it come in. And take action with love. Instead of getting upset, or instead of getting more worried about things around you or happening in your life, act with responsibility by taking action, starting from those things within yourselves. How can you do that? By doing more and more activities that brings joy to your life. By doing those activities that excite you the most. And by acting, communicating with others what you feel in your heart. Your light languages are there already activated, but you need to express what is the most common and simple, which is to say your own truth, your own love to others. For that, you can ask for courage. During this transmission, you have been given a lot of courage to do so. So make use of it. Take less in your shoulders and practice more love with others. Communicate love to others, but also with that inner relationship that you have with yourselves. In this case, with you, Sarah. Communicate with yourself. Let that inner voice talk and follow whatever is saying to you. You will, with your heart, know what is what you are meant to do or not. You will discern with your heart as a compass what directions to take. And trust that inner voice, because it's already there telling you many things. Let it be. And I heard that song from the Beatles at the end. The Let It Be song. So yeah, that's some messages that are for Sarah, but applies again for most of us, including myself. Sarah, how are you? Are you all right?
I'm great. Was absolutely beautiful, and as you guys were activating, my hands started to move. They've been doing that, but I don't know if I guess I just didn't, think I was really doing anything, but I can feel it now. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. That really opened me up. Wow. Amazing.
Thank you all in the group.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Beautiful.
And thank you for allowing that also, Sarah.
Oh,
because sometimes we send, but if we are not letting that get into us, again, we block it. And you are just saying I've been a very good receptor. And yeah.
And what I got actually, Sarah, was
Thank you.
is the connection to the heart. And actually, I don't know, do you work with the 4 directions, or have you heard about the 4 directions? But that's
I
what
do. I'm a pranic healer Reiki master. I work with healing energies, and I work with the angelic realm.
Yeah, well, I've felt a big presence with the 4 directions anyway, and just the heart connection. So like that's what I was getting within the transmission. So you know, if you either you're either working with it, or you know, it's something that can be brought into awareness, like so. It can be pretty powerful too, and actually it resonates. Actually, Ismael was saying it as well there about the heart, and he was talking about the compass, and it actually resonates with what Ismael was saying as well. So it's just a second confirmation on the information that has been. It's like a wrap. That's been rolled in. So yeah, super stuff. Super stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And Luis, you will receive the last activation, but we are not gonna do that just because I've been guided not to. And there is a reason, and it's because Ramsey felt that he wants to work with you if you feel that resonates with you. And my guides have told me that will be much better than giving a transmission right now. So please contact me with a private message, and I will put you in contact with Ramsey, because he will be very pleased to do that. He said that it will be free of charge. So yeah, just and I'm feeling a massive, wonderful thing from there happening between you two. So
thank you so much.
surprise, but it's very nice. It's very nice. I'm so looking forward to hear about it. Oh my God.
Hey, it sounds exciting.
It's very exciting, brother. Very exciting. Very exciting. I felt it from the beginning. Before I read the message, then I read his message, and that was a confirmation. And then I got the confirmation also from my guides, and I say, wow, it's like nailed, you know, in many levels. So we are gonna continue with Naida's section. But before we continue with her section, I'm going to say the messages that everybody left here before they left the group. Ramsey say, I have to leave. Thank you all for an amazing session. Then he mentioned these things about for Luis, which is something I will elaborate more in the private message, Luis, because Ramsey also felt certain things that there are some certain things to say in private,
Okay.
but they are good. Then Ramsey say that the portal that Naida has in her wall, for him, para Ramsey es transmutación. For him is transmutation. And for him, the energy is coming through the cones. La energía está entrando por los conos, por cada vértice, and transform everything cleaning everything with the green blades. So lo que hace las hélices es limpiar la energía dando vueltas. And then the energy that is not needed exit through the green dots. Y la energía que no sirve sale por los puntos verdes. That is Ramsey's interpretation of the portal that Naida has there. And then we will go one by one in the group asking also. Julie, she say, I have to go now. It is past my bedtime. Thank you all so much for today. Love and blessing to you all. And that's the messages that I like to read aloud. So, because they are meant to be received by everyone, because we are doing all this together. There is not here any sort of discrimination if you speak like languages or not. We've been doing all this together. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so effective as it is, because that's what we feel, that here we are on this all together. Okay, Naida.
Okay, thank you, Ramsey. Okay, the first in my screen is Wesley.
Oh, you can hear me. You can hear me, don't actually. I see like spinning discs. I see the center is like it's like the heart. It's like the heart center, and then it's like vortexes coming off it. I see a flower in the middle of it, and actually, it reminds me of there's like a geometric plate then in between that. And then it's just coming. It's just basically it's vortexes, and it's the connection to the heart. That's what I feel. It's just connection to the heart. There was one thing actually it reminds me of, but that's just my own perception. Again, it reminds me a bit like the Irish symbol of the shamrock, which is good luck, and it's the shamrock is like it's three-sided. You get 4-leaf clover, three leaf clover. But it's to do with good luck. Or you could bring this into it as well. Or it's the spiral, so it's the Celtic spiral, so it's the triskel, so it's the geometry. Yeah, so you bring that into it. And yeah, it's like what I feel is they're all vortexes really, or like they're all access points. Yeah. And it's super. I'm just gonna repeat the same things what I says. Like as soon as they come on, I feel them. So even when Nadia was explaining earlier on, energetic, I could feel what she was saying. Like so, it's super. That's amazing. It's amazing, like what's happening, and it's so real as well. It's so cool. So.
Dice que para él tus portales son muy vivos, tienen mucha vida. Son muy reales y que desde el momento que los percibe y los ve le impactan y le llenan de energía. Dicen que para él es súper impresionante lo que significan y lo que él percibe de ellos. Siente que está el trébol irlandés de la suerte, el típico símbolo irlandés que trae suerte, que pues bueno, lo ve ahí representado también, que también ha dicho el símbolo celta, que ha dicho el tricycle, no sé cómo se dice en España o en español, no sé si se refiere al trisquet. Do you refer to this symbol, Wesley?
I'm just getting loaded. I'm getting loaded.
Do you refer to this one?
So, as a kid, I've never got a tattoo, but I was going to get a tattoo, and it was a triskel. They call it the triskel. Spiral. They call it spiral of life. Actually, it's a triple. It's a Celtic. It's a Celtic symbol, but it's basically like a triangle. So they call it a spiral of life. I think they call it spiral of life. It's been a good few years now. It's probably.
Está hecho con espirales y es celta y es un símbolo típico tradicional irlandés.
And then you could say as well, which mathematically kind of, I don't know what they relate, but what I kind of get at the same time as well is like the clover. So that's what I'm saying, which would be kind of the Yanks the Americans would say it's kind of good luck. So the tree
is it like the clover with 3 spirals?
Yeah. So
I know which one is.
Yeah.
Sí, es el trébol, pero cada parte tiene una espiral.
Puedes representarse así también el triskel. Yo lo he visto representado de muchas formas.
Vale. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing we're going to add to it as well is that what's amazing now is that like all this work that's been done, like society, like or so-called society that I was growing up in, they might realize it, but this is what's happening, and I love it because it's on a quantum level. It's shifting so much, like, and we need it. Like we need it. We need it big time. So super stuff. Thanks very much, Nadia. Super stuff.
You're welcome.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Y que dice que significa cambio, transformación y cambio, y que él siente que es realmente lo que la humanidad necesita ahora y que ese símbolo que ellos tienen pues representa eso también. Y bueno, pues alucina con
Thank you.
Thank you.
Representa el cáncer. Jan.
The next, yes.
Oh, golly, it's really, really pretty. My first thought was like a galactic spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
And with the air coming in on the 3, and then as the blades twirl, everything's coming out. That's what I was getting, but I also got just a thought on fallopian tubes. I don't know why, if it has anything to do with that, but
what are these tubes, Jan?
Fallopian, the women,
okay.
Yeah, the birthing.
Las trompas de falopio. Dice que siente como que son las trompas de falopio. Dice que también es una nave espacial en la que entran las cosas por aire y salen y se limpian por donde vayan. Anything else, Jan?
It looks like strawberries in there. 3 strawberries.
Y dice que parecen fresas, que parece que tienen fresas.
No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mona.
I love the drawing, Nadia. I felt the first thing I felt is that I felt it's a galactic activation. And I was wondering if it's coming, if it's a heart activation, because I see a lot of green, which is really healing. I find that green. The red also could be a red flame to burn out everything that we no longer need. And it could be like the spiral could be the way it's transferred to Mother Earth or to Father Sky, you know, when we do the healing. There's an expansion, I see an idea of expansion as well. And I don't know if, because I see the blue color as well, so it could be related to the throat chakra, healing of the throat chakra as well.
Okay, Mona, 1 second. There are so many things.
Yeah.
Let's go one by one because I don't have such a huge memory.
Sure, no problem.
So el azul le representa para ella a lo mejor el chakra de la garganta, el chakra azul, para la comunicación. What else did you say, Mouna?
I said that the shape reminds me of a galactic activation. There's something
Lo
galactic
que es
in the
la
shape.
forma le recuerda a una activación galáctica.
Exactly. And the green color for me is very healing. It's like a healing process. And the red at the top, it's like it could be a red flame to burn out everything we no longer need. And the spiral would be the release of these things we don't need, release into the universe or into Father Sky or Mother Gaia. And there's
okay.
El verde es sanación para ella.
El verde curación, el rojo quema las cosas que no necesitamos.
And then there's the idea of expansion as well.
La idea de expansión.
As if the healing is going to affect our throat chakra, as if it's going to affect our throat chakra as well.
La curación va a afectar a nuestro chakra de la garganta también.
That's all.
Y eso es todo.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mona.
Luis.
Ahora es Luis, ¿no?
Sí.
Luis.
Lo veo como si estuviera haciendo como una reproducción, como flores que se reproducen, como las partes azules vienen y como ponen cosas y hay toda esa idea de reproducción y colaboración también.
Thank you, Luis.
Thank you.
Obrigado. Do you mind saying that in English, Luis?
Yeah. It would be actually easier. For me, it looks like it's happening like it's a reproduction, like sexual reproduction, as flowers, like flowers reproducing, generating energy, and something is like the blue things add energy, and the flowers then bloom, they blossom and expel things. Yeah, it looks like a reproduction for me.
Thank you, Luis. La reproducción.
The next is Sarah Ellerson.
I see what I'm picking up from it is like a clearing of the heart chakra, but I also see the flower with like the stamen, some kind of what would you call it, fertility maybe, and
Sorry,
yeah,
say again, Sarah.
What's that? Can you hear me?
You say the clearing of the heart chakra?
Clearing of the heart chakra. I also see like the stamen of a flower in there, like fertility. I see that as well. I do see the chambers of the heart, almost like there's another chamber being formed, possibly, and a stabilization of the energies, outer and inner balance, and a complete flowering expression of divine. Yeah, totally.
La expresión de una flor de lo divino. También ve la parte como reproductiva con la energía por femenina de la reproducción. Conexión, expansión, what else was? De la activación del chakra corazón también. Y eso ha sido. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you in the beginning. That's why I
that's
have
right.
to ask you again.
Sorry.
Yo
Naida,
lo primero que sentí fue el somos energía contenida en un cuerpo físico.
the first thing that she got from this portal is that we are energy contained within a physical body.
De manera que vamos experimentando en la vida,
The more we experience things in life,
nuestra luz, nuestra energía se va expandiendo.
our light expands more and more.
Es un proceso de renacimiento en
It is
esta
the-
vida.
It is the process of being reborn during this lifetime. Beautiful.
That's very nice, Nadia.
Thank you. But my name is Naida.
Naida, sorry, because
Yes,
in
don't worry. Don't
country
worry.
we have the name Nadia. Naida, sorry.
Yes. No, di que estoy acostumbrada a que me cambien el
She
nombre.
said that she's used to, but she just like to say to people
No
sometimes
problem. No, it's good that you do
that her
it.
name is not Nadia.
Naida. It's more beautiful than Nadia.
Yeah, I like it more.
Thank you for translation, Ismael.
You're welcome.
For all translation.
You're welcome, Nadia.
Okay. The first portal is in meditation.
Okay, this is the portal Naida got from the first from the meditation. I'm going to pin your screen actually. I forgot to do that before. Why am remove pin? There. Wow.
I wonder if it's not the activation for light language that I'm seeing in the picture.
You wonder if that is an activation?
If it's not an activation of light language, like there's an expansion of light language, you know? It looks a bit like symbols.
Mouna se pregunta que si eso también es una activación para las lenguas de luz.
Es todo aquello que se sienta.
It is everything that is felt. It is actually an activation for any gift that we possess. That's what I felt also. Is that yes, it's true. Everything is an activation. Yes, and I felt like this is like a very galactic, but as well like one of these earthly jellyfish type of. Naida, do you mind showing that again? ¿Me lo puedes enseñar de nuevo?
Sí.
Gracias. Y un poquito para atrás. A mí me recuerda una medusa.
Es verdad.
A jellyfish, which we have these jellyfishes in the ocean, in the darkness, that they have wonderful lights and colors. It reminds me of one of those, And every time I see them, I find them earthly, but at the same time, like type of galactic. And when I observe them in the videos, in these documentaries, I find them so healing because they go like flowing with the water in a very peaceful way. And also they change the lights, and they have, to me, they are so magical. And I feel the same in terms of sending codes and light languages and healing to everyone in the same way that these beings do. Yeah. Gracias, Naira.
Nada. Ahora viene un mensaje.
And she got a message from the same meditation?
Meditation, yes.
Okay. Yeah, she got a message from the meditation as well.
Lleváis muchos procesos de aprendizaje a la vez.
You are carrying a lot of processes, of learning processes at once. You do process many learning processes at once.
Uno de ellos es saber identificar vuestra luz.
One of them is to know how to identify your own light.
Crear conciencia de los grandes seres de luz que sois.
Create consciousness or awareness about the light beings that you truly are. And it's interesting, I'm laughing a little bit because these messages came through the meditation as well in English, and Naida was doing the channeling and writing these messages in Spanish. So we were simultaneously writing the same messages in a different language. And this is happening more and more, and that's what we call telepathy. There is nothing different to telepathy. That's telepathy, when we are capable to tap in the same frequencies and we bring messages to each other, and they are the same no matter what language that are. And this is happening a lot between me and many beings that they are surrounding me, sisters and brothers. And that to me means a lot of hope for the future. Because once we do activate, all of us, telepathy, misunderstandings won't be there. We will know straight away what the other person means, what the other person's intentions are. So we won't get lost in what we are trying to say to each other. Whether when we are texting someone, there is so much so many misunderstandings. When we are talking, also with the media, with the internet, there is a lot of misunderstandings. Even when we are face to face, sometimes there are misunderstandings. So it will be so much love and balance in the future once we all talk from here and we tap into the collective energy and the other person energy as well. Ah, lovely. Sí, Naida, he dicho que el futuro de la telepatía para mí es la esperanza de la humanidad.
Es la mejor forma de entenderse.
Y es la mejor forma de entendernos. Y el mensaje que tú has traído en español, yo lo dije en inglés. El mismo.
Sorry, lads. Sorry, lads. I'm gonna rock and roll. I'm up super early in the morning.
Yes, Wesley. Thank you so much.
So peace out, and yeah, like I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope like everyone here has just has a blast. Yeah, just take it easy. Peace out. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Que se tiene que ir para trabajar mañana.
Sigue el mensaje.
The message continues with the following.
En algunas ocasiones,
Sometimes.
pensáis que lo que estáis sintiendo forma parte de vosotros,
Sometimes you think that what you are saying is part of yourself,
pero realmente lo estáis recibiendo del exterior.
but often you are receiving those things from the external world.
Tan solo que no estáis acostumbrados a
The
ser
only
tan
thing is
sensibles.
that you are just not used to.
Acostumbrados a ser tan sensibles.
The only thing is that you are not that used to be so sensitive to
Y,
everything.
y estáis aprendiendo
And you are learning
a saber identificar
to
la
discern,
energía vuestra y la del exterior.
and you are learning how to discern your own energy and the energy from other people and the exterior.
Ello forma parte de la evolución humana.
And that is part of the human evolution. It's not a mistake, it's not a problem that we have, it's part of our evolution.
Es necesario que abráis vuestro corazón
It is necessary that you open your heart
y permitiros que os llegue la energía externa.
and allow yourself to get the external energy,
Pues el amor también os puede llegar del exterior.
as love can also reach you from outside and get to you from outside.
Ese es todo el mensaje.
That's all the message. Again, this message came with very similar words before. And once again,
Thank you.
thank you, Nadia.
Thank you. Okay, the next portal is in all blessing.
Wow,
Beautiful.
so much
see.
perfection.
Thank you.
I see like a lotus, you know, like a lotus flourishing, blossoming. It's like
Como el florecimiento de una flor de loto.
maybe developing our own gifts.
Quizás desarrollando nuestros propios dones.
There's the idea of harmony, symmetry, always that I find back in Naida's drawings, which is a touch of the divine. Everything is harmonious with God's creation. I see like a crown at the top. I see like a crown at the top.
Siempre siente la simetría y el alineamiento
And
que
at the bottom as
existe,
well.
que para ella representa lo divino. Y lo último que ha dicho es que también ve las coronas.
It's maybe the secret when we are in our heart. This is what happens, you know, our heart expands and we expand it to the outside world. I have this feeling that came out watching the drawing.
I had the same feeling.
Yeah.
Dice que quizás, pero obviamente sin el quizás, que las coronas representan el hecho de que cuando somos realmente el amor, pues reinamos sobre todo lo que existe. Y le he dicho pues que yo también he tenido ese sentimiento.
Thank you.
If anybody else wants to say something or share something, please do.
Yes.
I still got energy to translate. Not much, but I still got some.
The next portal is in intention for Ramsey.
Ramsey, you're watching the video. This is for you. Again, one of these, it looks like one of these faces from the ancient cultures. And at the same time, like a shield, to me, it seems to me. Como una cara de las culturas ancestrales y a la vez como una especie de escudo.
A mí no me da tiempo.
Inata inta oko otest intaroku maata intako otest ianata. Tenéis siempre el escudo a vuestra disposición cuando eleváis vuestra frecuencia. You always have your shield working when you keep activated your hearts. So that's your most and strongest shield that you can ever have. Your heart activated. Being love to others, being love to yourself. That's the biggest, strongest shield ever.
And it's the
And
biggest
that's
challenge.
something that also has been mentioned by Archangel Michael himself or herself. Yeah, many occasions.
It's a big challenge also, Metatron, because it's not always easy to keep our heart open.
That's the process.
We live in, you know.
Like Naida said, that's the human process.
Exactly. Sometimes we are our own enemy. We put blockages without realizing, by fear or because of past experiences. We put all these blockages and we don't even realize it. So it takes a lot of courage to stay in our heart in the world in which we live in.
And that is what ascension is. And there is nothing wrong with us. And we keep thinking that there is something wrong with us. And it's not. What in this session today, what I feel that they wanted to clarify, that this is natural, that there is nothing wrong with us, that this is part of the divine process, and our soul grows and expands being in this process. So it's a blessing, really, despite the fact that as a human being, it feels really, really tough. Very many times feels really, really tough, but it is actually part of something so beautiful and divine that when we get there, when we get that point of cleansing and releasing all that density, all those layers that they are keeping us from being that total divine energy, we feel God and Goddess. That's it. And that's what we are. And that's what we are recognizing and awakening to realize that, it's not easy. No, it's not easy. No, it hasn't been easy for any of us. I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone that says that it has been easy. No, there is not like Brad Johnson say, he says that there is not a push button, an easy push button. Nobody had an easy push button. Everybody has had to go through the process. And that's it. Some people are already very much awakened. Some others, they are in different levels and paces. But that's natural. That's the divine also structure and synchronicity.
¿Cómo de fuertes somos los seres humanos? Que cuántos procesos no hemos pasado ya en esta vida.
Naida felt this message is how strong we are. How check it out how strong you are, that you have been through so many processes and you are still here. You are so powerful, and it's important to give credit to that. It's very important. And this is something I've been receiving this week a lot as well, about stopping sometime. Also other weeks, these messages came, I remember now, that we should stop and give more credit to everything that we accomplish also, and everything that we transcend, and everything that we manage to embrace for the first time, and everything that we become. We should be the first one stopping for a while in the day and say, well done, well done, well done. Yeah.
The next portal is in intention for Jan.
Okay. Wow.
I see a little face up
100%.
there. You know, those curls, I've seen them, but I don't know what they mean.
Which one? The spirals?
The spirals, I see them, and I know in Ireland, I know someone that was making them.
Dice que
It
esas,
looks like
I'm flowering.
Esas espirales la ha visto antes y no sabe qué significan.
Este
Pero
tipo
que
de
las-
espirales es sanación.
Those spirals tonight, that means healing.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then you have the triangles, and it looks like a bow in the middle. And I don't know, is that like coming in and out with those, the lines with the little dots?
Is resonating with that.
I talk with my hands, so.
It's for me, it's like a karaoke, like a showman, sing, make a show. Like the healing will come if you sing.
Just sing, yeah.
Para Luis es un karaoke donde sale como un showman diciendo que si canta todo le va a salir divinamente.
El mensaje que ha salido. ¿Sí? ¿Cómo era?
De antes.
Cuando la mente se relaja, todo fluye.
Exactly. Naida say
Okay.
exactly what the message before said. That if your mind relaxes, everything will flow. And yeah, and also Ramsey, he saw a microphone. I don't know if it's your heart or in your throat. And now Luis come with the karaoke. It's so amazing, so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it.
Beautiful, thank you.
Good. You're welcome. The next is in intention for Becky.
Becky, this is for you when you watch the video.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Oh. Becky. For some reason, I see the thing in the center like a drum, and everything is playfulness in her world, transmitting all her love to everyone. And this is actually what I feel from Becky since the moment I met her years ago, that I've been watching her videos in YouTube. And I also see the influence from the sea and the from the water and the sea.
Yes.
Lo que veo en el centro es como un tambor que está tocando una música que es de regocijo y de alegría, que se expande a todos los seres de la humanidad. Y he dicho que porque yo conozco a Becky, no de haber hablado, I never spoke to Becky before, but I saw her in her videos. Nunca le hablé a Becky, pero la he visto en sus vídeos desde hace años. Y hoy estaba aquí en el grupo. Y siempre he sentido de ella esto que veo aquí, que es un tambor resonando música que le transmite a toda la humanidad. Y ella es así, es muy dulce. She's very sweet, very sweet. Vi el mar abajo. El mar.
Yo
Yeah.
siento el mar también.
Naida feels the sea as well. And
Y esta parte de aquí es como esa onda expansiva que se forma en el agua cuando cae una.
and those
Plants,
okay,
plants,
that
maybe.
is like the ripple effect from the water, what she pointed at. ¿Qué más, Naida? ¿Algo más?
No, eso, nada más.
Okay, so Mouna wants to say something before.
No, no, it's okay. No, it's
No?
okay.
Okay.
No. I was just because you were looking for the word. I thought maybe you were looking for the word plant, but it's okay. Don't worry.
It's okay. Thank you.
The
Naida,
next is in intention for Amy.
Amy, you're watching
this
the
is
video.
your portal.
This is your portal. Wake up. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my God.
She has a beautiful expansion. Beautiful expansion. She's growing her gifts, I see.
Yeah.
She's
Hi,
growing her
priestess.
gifts.
Yeah.
She's definitely stepping into her higher self, from what I feel.
Yeah. Yes. And I am experiencing that as a friend as well. So yeah, very much resonating in my heart, everything you're saying. Sí, dice que Mouna dice que siente que ella está resonando y que se está expandiendo y que se está reuniendo y conectando con su ser y con su ser superior, con su yo superior.
Pues, sí, te entendí. The next is a message in activation for Jam.
I don't need to translate that.
I will translate.
Son habilidades saber manteneros en una vibración alta de forma más continua.
It is true abilities to maintain and keep yourself in a certain vibration in a continued pace and way.
Igual que utilizar todo aquello.
It is equally to use the same or everything
que os hace subir las vibraciones
that is helping you to raise your vibrations
en lugar de quedaros en una emoción negativa.
instead of getting stuck in a negative emotion.
Ese es el mensaje. Yo lo he sentido con que una habilidad no es ver, en tener una visión o tener habilidades, son muchas cosas.
Sí, pero has hecho una negación de las tuyas. Has dicho ver y no sé qué no es una habilidad, sino ver son muchas más cosas. Entonces la negación del principio sobra.
Ahí va, vale.
Esto más esto.
Ahí va, eso. Que no solo son habilidades.
Exacto.
El ver, ahora sí. Eso.
Entonces lo que has dicho de no solamente son habilidades ver, que también lo son, ¿el qué?
Lo que trae el mensaje, el saber mantenerse en una vibración alta, por ejemplo.
The gifts are not only the ability to have visions or speak like languages or things like that. It's also the ability to keep your vibrations in a high level or in a certain level where you can bring harmony and happiness to yourself. That's it.
Sounds good. With the energies coming in, I can only think it's because of that. I'll go into a day of thinking about past things, and I think, why am I thinking that? You know?
Because we are programmed, Jan, and what we are doing, all of us. I mean, for me was since I don't know, since I was a teenager until 3 years and a half ago, I've been deprogramming. Only from 3 years ago onwards is when I've been living another level of happiness, and all the things got activated, and more that they are getting activated as I go on deprogramming more things that I find out deeper in myself. But sometimes I need support from someone to realize of that, like a reflection or a relationship with someone, a love relationship. And then when I'm with that partner, I notice, oh my God, I just realized of this, that I didn't even know that was still stuck in myself. And yeah, we are all going with that. And that's why we've been receiving today so often and so many times that message about don't be harsh with yourselves, because it's part of what we are supposed to do. And we need to go gradually taking thorns and programming away and healing, and that's it. And yeah, and the first feeling that we get or reaction is why I keep doing this, why I keep doing that, and then we sort of become a little bit harsh sometimes, or at least I've been very harsh to myself, because I was treated that way when I was little. I have a very strict dad, very strict, even more strict than being in the military service. So to me, I became that to myself as well. And it took me years and years of deprogramming and releasing that harshness. Yeah, I think we, in one way or in another, we have all been through that. Yeah. Nadia.
Yes, the next portal is in activation for Julie.
Julie Joel. No, it's Julie Spring, no?
Yes, Julie Spring.
Okay. Oh, it's smiling. I see a face like smiling.
I do too. I also see a birthday cake.
Dice que ve un pastel de cumpleaños.
Porque todos los días son para celebrar.
Naida says because every single day is a day to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amén, amén. Amen.
The next is in activation for Mouna.
Mouna, you see the video? This is your portal.
Yes, I'm watching. You bet I'm watching. It looks a bit the form of a buffalo. I don't know why. There's
Buffalo calf woman.
Yeah, buffalo woman. Buffalo woman.
I see also the fallopian. Jan mentioned that in English before, the
fallopian tubes.
Fallopian tubes. Thank you, Jan.
I don't know if it's also receiving transmission from the crown chakra. Not really sure, but like there's the idea of a lotus, you know. At the bottom, there's like the idea of a reception, you know.
La idea de la recepción, también como la flor de loto. También una mujer que es una maestra ascendida, que se llama Búfalo Blanca Mujer. Sería la traducción literal.
Maybe I have an origin somewhere there, Naida, with buffaloes.
Yeah, Naida is connected to to her as well. I'm not sure how aware. ¿Eres consciente de la mujer esta, de la mujer búfalo?
Me quiere sonar, pero no termino
Es que yo le
de...
compartí, está she says that it's resonating with her, but I remember years ago that I sent her like a channeling transmission from an English lady, and then she saw the representation of the buffalo white calf woman. But this was more than 6 years ago. So now it's resonating to her a lot.
So how would Naida translate the drawing?
Como Mauna is asking you, how would you interpret that? ¿Cómo
No me ha dado...
¿Cómo interpretas tú eso?
No me ha dado tiempo.
She didn't have time to interpret that.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
She
Thank you
was
so
in
much,
the
Naida.
process of drawing, and sometimes she hasn't got the opportunity to.
Muchas gracias, Naida.
De nada, un placer. The next portal is in activation for Sara Artash, ¿no? O algo así era, creo.
Sara Artash.
Artash.
Or Artash. This is for you, Sarah, if you are watching the video. It's so beautiful as well. Wow.
Looks like the crown chakra to me. I see a face on the bottom.
It looks like
El chakra de crown. The crown.
Yeah.
¿Ya? Sí, el corona.
Yeah, the crown.
And what
it
else?
Looks like coming back from the chaos and just like blossoming. I'm here. In spite of all the chaos outside, I will survive. You know, I will survive.
El Luis dice, pues la energía de que estoy aquí y que dentro del caos que hay, pues como está renaciendo y está floreciendo. Yeah. That's beautiful, Sarah. Keep going. Keep it up.
And the next portal is the other Sarah Ellerson.
Wow.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Feel that.
Wow. What do you feel, Sarah, from this one?
Oh, so much just intense divine love. Very empowering. Wow.
Dice que siente mucho amor, muy intenso, divino, y muy empoderador.
Empoderamiento.
Empoderamiento.
Pues esto es lo que su alma me está diciendo.
Naida confirmed that is everything that your soul is telling her. Yeah.
Oh.
Everything you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Naida. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes. You are welcome. It's a pleasure. Yes.
So yeah, that's all the portals and messages from Naida. And yes, I want to thank you one more week for coming, for participating again, and I won't ever get tired. We all create this. We all make this possible. If you wouldn't be here with me, this wouldn't be possible. The healing wouldn't be as effective. The messages wouldn't flow as much. And I am so happy that we are more and more every week, and people coming and going, and that to me means so much to my heart, because that means that, yeah, we are doing this, and humanity is ascending, brings so much hope to my heart every week, and yeah, more and more expansion. Thank you so much, Sarah, as well, for coming.
Thank you.
We hope to see you again. And it has been wonderful to share this energy with you. Your energy is so wonderful, so wonderful. So thank you for being with us.
Yo creo que sí la volveremos a ver.
Naida said that she has the feeling that we will see you again.
Oh.
So beautiful. Thank you, and have a wonderful week. And everything that we've been squeezing here and bringing to the table and putting that all together, please get it into your heart, put it into practice, play with it, play to be human and have fun, and let it be, let it flow, let it be.
Like
And that's
that
the song
showman
from the Beatles that we should listen more here. Yes, Luis?
Like that showman from the portal.
Exactly, like the showman.
We are
Let's sing the karaoke of life. Bye, beautiful.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.
With all my heart.
Thank you. So grateful to you all. Love and light, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you so
wonderful.
much.
Bye.